What up, guys? Mad Scientist 7A90 here. Gonna do this quick video here. Just did a video with RSTS Express Wrestling with MVP Shear. We were talking about the idea of WWE bringing back the cruiserweight title, the cruiserweight division, and you're trying to revamp that whole idea, and it kind of just like led off of sped off from the cruiserweight title to what could WWE bring in title-wise, another thing that could really be interesting and different. And it just struck me as something really different and something I would like to see on television, like more, or television at all, because I only watch it on YouTube. Is the FCW, Jack Brisco 15 title. I think I would consider the most over thing in all of FCW in comparison of wrestling quality. I know WWE considers themselves as an entertainment business and not wrestling anymore, but I think how diminished and how weak the Intercontinental title looks now, as it's not a workhorse title. Same with the US. Even the WWE and the World Heavyweight title matches really don't put forth like the workhorse title as something like being like endurance and quality and just long wrestling matches. So I think it would be a great idea. I think it would be a great idea to bring in a title, bring in a 15-minute Iron Man like title, or like medal or something like that, to give the fans, people who are in the undercard, who WWE is having struggles right now with having younger guys get over as superstars, or big superstars in the company. Why not take guys like like a Dolph Ziggler or Cody Rhodes, or Tyson Kidd, Yoshitatsu, guys on the FCW roster. You got the Steamboats, Cesaros, Ono, Ambrose. These guys who've been competing, Rollins also competing for those titles. And you have this class of people that are against each other, like competing against each other for what was a workhorse title. Basically something that the indie fans would really want to tune in for. Fans, they want to tune in to see Punk. They want to tune in to see Bryan. You got a stacked FCW roster with independent talent. But, fans are going to get upset and they're going to get pissed off if you're taking a guy like Daniel Bryan, who's loved by, the internet and independent wrestling fans, and, squashing him basically in 18 seconds and making him look like a bitch at WrestleMania. I mean, it made him a bigger, star in the long run, which they created a monster there. But what I personally feel is, I think the FCW 15, Jack Brisco 15 title, medal, whatever you want to call it, is something that they should try to attempt to do, in the WWE. Call it whatever you want. Call it the 15-minute endurance title, the whatever, whatever you want to do. But I think this is something that they seriously need to look at going into the future. They're not going to do anything with the tag division. It looks like they don't even care. Their women's title, they hardly care. The U.S. and the Intercontinental gets flip-flopped around so much, and the quality of the matches that are happening don't even matter. That's one of the saddest things in all of wrestling, is the Intercontinental title. How diminished and just sad it is that they can't have good wrestling quality matches. You're gonna tell me that Cody Rhodes facing a guy like Ziggler or Swagger or Zack Ryder, or any of these 4 of those guys, or anybody else, Daniel Bryan, any of these guys that could be on the mid card level, The Miz. You can't tell me that these guys can't go out and perform on pay-per-view 4-star quality matches in every Intercontinental match? You're gonna tell me that? I just don't believe that. I just think it's a product of what's happening now, and what new could come in and really spark the fans' interest. You also got to look at it from another point of view, as TNA's not doing it. Ring of Honor's not doing it. FCW's doing it, but they have more leniency to basically do what they want, kind of, when it comes to titles and this and that storylines, because they're basically just being looked at as guys who are on their way up to WWE. So that's just me. Let me know what you guys think about should the WWE bring the FCW, you know, Jack Brisco 15 title or medal. You could make it a title, or you can make it a medal. A medal is something, you know, that they've never done either. But come in and have 15-minute Iron Man matches. I would love it. I think it would be a great way to get some of your younger guys over who are not being used. So, yeah, let me know what you guys think. I'll link the Cruiserweight video I did with RSTS Express down in the description. Let me know what you think about that video. Leave some comments, subscribe, do whatever you guys want to do. I'm going to get out of here. I'm the Mad Scientist. Got a new hat. I'm all about the Kangolds. I have an addiction. Sorry, guys. I'm going to get out of here. Deuces.